I don't know how many of you remember back in the days when Sunday school had 2.5-minute talks. You used to do that. My wife and I moved into a new LDS ward, and they asked us to give the 2.5-minute talks one Sunday. And my wife got up and spoke for 4.5 minutes. I believed that we had 5 minutes allowed, so I just told them that what she had said was true, and I sat down. Perhaps, seeing as how we started after our time was supposed to start, I'll say a couple of things and then I'll sit down. I too have a story about the federal government and death. The businessman was preparing as he aged a little bit, and he called one of his friends and he says, "You know, I'm getting older. When I die, I want you to have me cremated." And his friend says, "Oh, okay, I'll do that. And then what do you want me to do with your ashes?" He says, "Just put them in an envelope, send them to the IRS, and say, okay, now you've got it all." The title that I was given was, "Do declining revenues equal tax hikes?" The answer is yes. We've already seen it. In this last session, we increased taxes. We increased the registration fee on automobiles, $20. We also increased the court filing fees. It's already happened. Is it going to happen again? I think so. As I talk to my colleagues, everybody has already accepted that we're going to have a tobacco tax increase next. It's going to happen. How about the gas tax? If we're going to continue all of this road building that Sheldon talked to you about, I would look forward to that happening pretty soon too. Look forward to a gas tax increase. I just got a chance to talk to some people that want to study our tax structure, want to get it more broad-based. That's the fair way to do it. And so the next study that's coming up is a sales tax on services. So that means that we're going to start taxing the CPAs, the realtors, the attorneys, and medical services. Don't leave out the medical services, because that's where all of the money really is. That's where we're spending, that's where the growth, that's a growth industry. And when we get that broadened base, that's going to really give us lots of headroom, and then you can really watch government grow. Now, I say that a little bit facetiously, but I say it as a warning, because if the citizens don't watch and don't participate, those are the things that you're going to see happening. It's easy to do a little $20 registration fee. It's easy to say, well, the courts are suffering and we need to put some more money in there to keep the courthouses open. There's always an excuse, and there's an excuse to do sales tax on services too. But my warning in response to the title that I was given, do declining revenues equal tax hikes? The answer is yes. It's happened. It'll probably happen in the future. I guess we're ready for questions.
Thank you for your candor. We have time for 2 quick questions. I hope you can see, please stand and we'll bring the mic to you. I hope you can see why Utah continues to be rated number 1 financially in the nation. It's because of leadership like you have heard from today. Looks like we've answered everybody's questions. A lot of people are asking in the spending community, how dare you hang on to that money up there in these tough economic times? It's raining. Don't you realize that? Why did you hang on to that? But I think you've answered quite well why that is. And with the federal stimulus money, if that goes away next year and we have nothing to backfill, at least we've got something to count on. We have options, and thankfully, this leadership has made that happen. Thank you very much. Let's express our thanks to them.